After you use your gun, there is a couple of things that you need to know. First of all, the nightmare of you having to use your firearm to defend yourself, it has not just ended, it has only just begun, legally speaking. So, after the shot, you want to call the police. And if you can do it before you even get your gun, call the police. As soon as you see an opening to do so, call the police. Give them your in order of the most important to least important information. Give them your physical address. Where are you in your town, in your county, on your street? What is your address? Give them that. That's a no-brainer. Next is give them the physical location of you, and if you know it, the suspect. That way the cops know where you are and where he or she is. Or they are. After that, give them your physical description. Fuck your name. That's not all that important. Just let them know what you look like. I'm 5'6". I weigh 180 pounds. Slight heavy-set build. I've got glasses on. I have a wedding band. White t-shirt. Blue jeans. Crocs. The Croc shoes on. And by the way, I am armed. The reason you want to give that information is so the cops don't show up thinking you are the bad guy and then you get shot. If you can give it, give the suspect's physical description. Explain explicitly and as detailed as you can what he's wearing. How tall is he? How much he weighs roughly? Is he black? Is he white? Is he Mexican? Is he male? Is he female? Things like that. That's critical information the cops need to know. That way you don't get shot or you don't accidentally end up in cuffs while he is free to rummage around your shit when the cops get out of there. And when you're on the phone with the dispatchers and 911, be direct, but be concise. If you wind up shooting the guy or shooting at the guy before you can call the cops, don't say, my name is Eric Ridoff, and a guy broke in my house and I shot him. In most states there are civil protections for that kind of situation. But it's not a good way to start off your dealing with the police. What you want to say is, my name is such and such. I live at this address, and no. You've given all the other information. An intruder broke into my house. Or if you're in a concealed carry situation out in public. Somebody assaulted me. And I was forced to use force to defend myself. Or I had to use force to defend myself. And leave it at that. Don't give any other information unless specifically asked from the dispatcher. When law enforcement arrives, immediately put your gun down. Either lay down on the ground with your ankles crossed and your arms out at your side with your palms facing up, or get down on your knees with your ankles crossed and your hands either on the back or on top of your head with your fingers interlaced. Now the reason for that is it shows that you are not the threat. They pass you right by. Yeah, you might wind up in cuffs for all of like 5 minutes while they figure out what's going on. But it shows the officers before they even have to use any force to get the situation under control that You are not the threat. Comply. Immediately comply with any and all verbal commands the police give you. They don't know what's going on. They only know what the dispatcher has told them. And the dispatcher has a much better picture of what's going on. All the dispatcher can do is give the cops over the radio the information that you gave them. That's it. That's the only thing they can do. So the cops, when they show up, their main thing is making sure A, the situation is under control and there's no threat to them or anybody else. B, making sure everyone is okay. And C, after the other two are taken care of, then getting the bad guy out of the situation. So comply with all commands. Don't backtalk. Don't say smart ass shit. Just yes sir or no sir. If they have a question, answer it. Give them all the information they need on the scene. And don't give them a reason, basically. And don't let your emotions, don't let adrenaline get the best of you. Don't be standing over the suspect with the smoking gun, and then when the cops come, you turn around to look, and now you're holding the gun at them. Stay calm. Stay focused. Keep your mind active and on what's going on. If you have to, say it out loud. When the cops get here, I need to put this down. Whatever you got to do to keep yourself from becoming a statistic. Most importantly, you need to seriously sit down and reflect and ask yourself, could I honestly and legitimately shoot someone? Do I have, for lack of a better way of saying it, the stones to pull the trigger on another human being if one night the glass broke on the back door window and I went to investigate and found somebody in my home rifling through my shit or violently attacking my daughter or my wife or girlfriend or mother or whatever, attempting to rape her. Could I do it? Could I pull the trigger and potentially kill that son of a bitch? Because once you get put in that situation, it's too late. You don't have time to think about it when it's going on. You need to react. You need to react intelligently, but you need to react. And finally, not only do you need to train as though your life depended on it with your firearm, because it does, but you also need to know all the laws in your area as they pertain to self-defense. For instance, in most areas you find a guy in your house and he's able to get out of the house before you are forced to have to shoot him, and now he's running down the street. Leave it at that. Call the cops. Don't try to take off after him and shoot him. Don't pull a fucking George Zimmerman. And yes, he should have gone to jail, by the way. Because a lot of states, the self-defense laws, the stand your ground laws, whatever you want to call them, they don't protect you if you pursue your assailant. They only protect you if your assailant pursues you and you are backed into a corner either physically or you just say, fuck it. Leave now or I'll make you leave. But that's all I got for you guys. Thank you for watching. I know I can get long-winded. United we stand, divided we will fall. Join the NRA.